Hello, I am Precious Swain Peaks, owner of Anointed for Prosperity Bookkeeping and more. And today we're going to take a quick look at the American Rescue Act. Today we're going to particularly look at child tax credit and earned income credit. We're going to take a deeper look so that we're reading from the actual law versus just taking in whatever someone tells us. So I'm going to bring up the screen. Okay, so that you know, I'm on congress.gov. I'm looking at the 117th Congress House Bill, which is, as you see, so that you know I'm really in there, really looking at the information provided. And it's important that as we are dealing with other people's taxes and money and situations, that we are dealing with it from a truthful, honest, educated perspective. So I'm going to go down and we're going to hop right here. We're going to start at child tax credit. Okay. The section 9611 shows us the child tax credit improvements for 2021 were as follows. Rules for 2021. In the case of any taxable year beginning after December 31st, 2020 and before January 1st, 2022, refundable credit. If the taxpayer has a principal place of abode in the United States for more than one half of the taxable year, or is a bona fide resident of Puerto Rico for such taxable year, they will be able to take advantage of the child tax credit that everyone has been speaking about. With the advance going on, you have to be careful to make sure that you're paying attention to your client's income, because if they supersede the income level, then they're going to owe part of what they were given in advance back. They made 17-year-olds qualifying children. Mm. They made it 3,000 and 3,600 versus the 2,000 from years previous. The amount of credit allowable shall be reduced by $50 for each $1,000 by which the taxpayer's modified income exceeds the applicable threshold. So, despite what you may have heard, despite what you may have thought, child tax credit is still based on the adjusted gross income, and it will be lowered if the income exceeds the threshold. Applicable threshold amount 150,000 in the case of a joint return or a surviving spouse. So if they file as a widower, 112,500 in the case of a head of household, and 75,000 in any other case. So we'd say single, married filing separate, where they can't, things such as that. It breaks down the limitation on the reduction. It discusses credit increase if it's applicable. shows you the applicable phase out range and the coordination with limitations on the overall credit as a whole. It speaks to us in regards to the advance payment of child tax credit. As some of you have heard on CNN and different other news channels, Biden is trying to get this to not be a temporary thing. He would like to add in where they receive the advance all year, every year. Is that something that will work in the benefit of our clients? That really is determined by their income base. If the client is on the rise and is moving into different raises and starting businesses and things of that nature, it may not necessarily be beneficial for them. If we know that the client has a job that is continuously what we would consider low income, then yes, it may benefit them. But you're going to look at each situation based on the taxpayer's actual needs. And as you see, it gives you from the law standpoint that they passed how all of this will be handled. Okay, so you see that the payments were set to be made between July 1st and December 31st. We know that they set it to fall on the 15th of every month. At this time, based on the law that is currently in place, there have been no amendments to it at this time. This is the time period in which they will get payments after the 31st of December. So, starting January of 2022, unless there has been an amendment to this law or another law has been passed, advanced child tax credit payments will stop. The purpose of this overview and this video in showing you where this information is found is so that you can educate yourself and know that you're answering with confidence, honesty, integrity, and truth. Make sure that in your spare time that you go and you look and study and find the different things that are important to your clientele base. Earned income credit. Okay. The earned income credit for people with no children has been strengthened. So, what does that mean? Well, we know you used to have to be 25 to get earned income credit if you had no children based on the amount you made. For the year ending December 30th of 2020 and before January of 2022. So from January to December of 2021 for the filing year, upcoming filing year, the age is 19. So now if the 19-year-old comes and they file, they are able to qualify for earned income credit. We know that earned income credit is based on the gross income. If they were in foster care or they are considered homeless, they meet the qualifications for being homeless, they can take advantage at 18. And if they are a student, it will be age 24. And you may be saying, why is it different with a student? In most cases, students are either fully claimed or partially claimed by their parent. Okay, so then it will break down to you how to determine student, what is a qualified foster youth, what is a qualified homeless youth. It talks about the increase in the credit and the phase out percentages and the amounts that could be earned and the amounts that it would max out at. For the situation in which the earned income credit is for a family that has that is childless who fail to meet identification, credit in the case of separated spouses, and it gives you the breakdown so that you have a point of reference. Now, in some cases, the tax school that you're attending or the office that you're working on would have this information on hand for you. In the case that you are the tax business owner or you are the tax business teacher, or it kind of just all falls on you, congress.gov /bill /117th dash Congress House Bill will bring you to this bill so that you can go back and look and make sure that in addition to anything else, you are giving the correct information. The other place that you can look is you can go to Google, you can say site, irs.gov, and then you say American Rescue. And you see it'll give you options, and we'll say we're going to go and look at the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 so we're not confused as to what we are looking at. And we see that the IRS does have a statement on it. We would click the statement and then we would see what the IRS also had to say. In this one, this is the article of when it first released. We would can hop back and go through, and we see that they also have tax credits for paid leave, an overview of paid leave, an overview of the tax provisions being made, how it affects the 2021 taxes. And whichever the topic is that you are looking to understand, you would just click the link. I always recommend when using Google to utilize the smart search by putting in the site that you want it to search and the topic, so it will give you all the different links concerning what they had to say. In addition to that, it also gave us something from whitehouse.gov, which would also be a place in which we would be able to pull factual information about current and past laws. I hope that information has helped you know how to find the information that you need to have a successful rest of this tax season and definitely an exceptional 2021 tax filing season, which would start in January of 2022. I am Precious Swain Peaks. Again, I am the owner of Anointed for Prosperity, Bookkeeping and more. If you need assistance, if you have questions, feel free to schedule a consult at anointedforprosperity.com. All of our first consultations are free. You could email us at info@anointedforprosperity.com, or you can catch us on social media. Our Facebook, of course, is Anointed for Prosperity, Bookkeeping and more. We can be found on Instagram at precious_Swain. And if you are interested in opening a tax business, moving from the company you work for and opening your own office, or even basic tax preparation training for simple returns, please go to anointedforprosperity.com. We're here to assist you. Thank you and have an amazing day.